Back and forth, we push and pull and blame it on the timing. Until when I said that I would find a silver lining. You know we can separate our fingers intertwining. It is all aligning, we will end up shining. Back and forth, we push and pull and blame it on the timing. Until when I said that I would find a silver lining. You know we can separate our fingers intertwining. It is all aligning, we will end up shining.
Like frostbite, burning up. Trying to read the signs, but I can't get on. And my mind's not keeping up. She's smiling at me, but I'm still lost. Nothing seems to work for me. I don't wanna keep on fighting, keep on climbing up the tree. I don't wanna touch the
John says Neovamisbist says.
Need. You screwed it up.
Feels like I'm wasting
Correct.
Nerd.
Spectre, how you doing?
thinking about the things
It is roasty toasty out there today.
wouldn't keep it in my mind.
I
Calm
exercised.
down.
I exercised. Part of it was going out like a 20-minute run. And it was thick.
Just care about you and I.
Says 79 here, but the breeze is cold.
Shit. Nope. It is climbing fast too. Next 2 days are supposed to be 80. High 80 tomorrow, and then 90s Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Well, good. I'm glad you got a slight breeze there.
Wouldn't keep it in my mind. All those things that won't lift me.
Hey.
Just care about you and I. Just care about you and I.
Tomorrow's supposed to be almost 90.
I just need some sunlight, feel it in my bones to get myself together. You can't keep me high. This blood runs through my veins. It's all on you.
Theo says.
July contest.
Oof.
Whoever creates
Don't make me go. Just care about you and I.
This is like the third.
Just care about you and I.
Alexonhisk says.
King to be 7H30. Packets. Sent 1. Received 1. Lost equals 0. 0% of loss. Minimum. 16 milliseconds. Max
Poof.
17.
Absolutely not.
Ha ha ha.
Nice try.
Translated from Tagalog.
Alex, how you doing? How come Restream is not generating the messages?
Stiggyman says.
There we go.
Veda wave.
Stiggyman.
John says Neovamisbist says.
Plus restream is poo.
Alexonhisk says.
I'm doing okay. I just woke up not too long ago. How about you? You awesome man.
If they were
John
any
says
better, there'd be
Neovamisbist
two of me.
says.
Just. Like. You.
Poof.
Got in.
Got that. Industrial
Alexonhisk says-
intrusion.
The intrusion CDF.
What can you win? What are the prizes? I may get in on that.
Stiggyman says.
Are we doing something neat today?
Alexonhisk says.
$45K apparently.
Yeah, that's a total prize pool. So they'll have you do, you know what I mean? We'll take a look at it. Yeah, we're doing something neat today. We're doing something neat every day. Every day. We're going back over to this guy and gonna be practicing subnetting, right? Edge of your seat shit, right? I know. I'm excited.
Stiggyman says.
I have been having fun with the fresh new KDE 6.4
KDE
HDR. Looks hella good with the new
HDR.
calibration tool Vatal Neuro.
I see the words,
Alexander
and I feel like
says-
you're trying to tell me
But we
something.
love subnetting. Especially when it doesn't work how I
Especially when
normally
it doesn't work. What is that? Fresh new KDE. KDE. Is that the... like the desktop for... I feel like KDE Plasma is something for Kali.
Stiggyman says.
KDE. Linux desktop environment.
Got it.
HDR high dynamic range. Way
Spectacular.
of displaying metadata.
Cool. Thank you, Stiggyman.
John says Neovamisbist says.
KDE Plasma is a duh.
A DE? DE what?
Hyperland is better.
Okay, so join for free. 6 days. Capture the flag where you team up to solve thrilling challenges, uncover secrets, and dive into an exciting storyline. So you're not going to be able to stream this one because they have prizes, probably.
Desktop environment.
OSINT network, blah, 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 forensic system analysis, cryptography, and more.
Moad Ajui on YouTube says.
Hi, do you remember me? I am Mad from Morocco.
Moad, right? I feel like I remember you. Yeah. Yeah. I don't know why I look so funny. Why do I look so whatever? Oh, I know why. Because of this.
Hi, Bald. Play Cough PLS.
Alexonhisk says.
Spetteroo.
Alan,
Translated from Italian.
are you flirting with me? I feel like you're flirting with me. Yeah, we're going to play Koth in a little bit.
John says Neovamisbist says.
Sys2 desktopy. Need Hyperland. Lol.
Alan coming in hot. Coming in hot.
Also NeoVim is best. Theo loves it.
That's some shit. I hate
says.
NeoVim. I
Have
despise
you seen that
NeoVim.
open source RDS where you code in? I think it's JS. So you code the AI of your units in real time, and yes, there are IDE extensions for your most common ones so you can connect them up Vatal Neuro.
Oh yeah, that reminds me. So, I may or may have not. Oh, I'll have you know, I incorporated ChatGPT into chat. Thank you very much. Anything else?
John says Neovamisbist says.
Theo can't code.
Absolutely
Live
not,
coding
Alex.
Doesn't count.
Nope. Nope. NeoVim is awful, and I hate it. And it stinks.
Alexonhisk says.
Ha 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 ha.
Translated from Tagalog. Zmetric says.
Poof. I don't know what you're talking about. What are we going to ask it? If it works.
John says Neovamisbist says.
Alex, he loves it too much, just say it again.
Zmetric says.
Wow, puffed me. Feels a bit racist, TBH.
I do. You're the crackerest cracker that I've ever met.
Is it cause in German?
No, it's got nothing to do with that. Absolutely. Theo just waved his magic wand, shouted abracadabra, and here I am, your trusty sarcastic sidekick, because nothing says advanced technology quite like the sprinkle of fairy dust, all right? In reality, I'm here because of some serious programming and machine learning, but let's pretend it was all Theo's doing. Makes for a much interesting story. Yeah, I like that. So we're gonna we burn through tokens. We burn through money. I added $10 to my ChatGPT API account, and we burn through that shit. So we're gonna see how fast. Hey, Tagora, aka Hack the Planet, how you doing? Thank you for your continued support. 30 months is fucking crazy.
Sauerkraut cracker.
Translated from German, Smetric says.
You're
Cracker.
like a kid with tokens at Chuck E. Cheese. Burning for
Yes, yeah, that's exactly what I feel like. Yeti, with your Prime sub. You know, you get one Prime sub a month, and Yeti used it on me. Thank you very much for the compliment. Yeti, how you doing today? And kicked off a hype train. Oh my God. So, $10 in there, right? We'll see where it's at right now. I think I used it maybe once or twice off of stream. We're using the 4.0.
Pipe scream.
I know. There's nothing I can do. I share Symmetric's point of view that I miss certain parts of websites I visit with Dark Reader on. It's my password. Don't be looking. What are the odds? Oh, you're safe. Llama, how are you doing today?
Yeti says.
You know those horrors? They really do be persisting. But on the contrary, so do I.
Llama says.
Pretty good. How about you?
Spectacular, Llama. Thank you for asking. Yeti, what'd you say? You know those horrors, they really do be persisting. But on the contrary, so do I. I always forget where it's at. I think it's under your profile, a usage. No shit.
Yeti says.
It's a pit stop for today, but I may be back for tomfoolery and shenanigans. Have a good stream, Captain.
Yeah, no problem, Yeti. Thanks for stopping by. There's nothing going on tonight. Mrs. Theo and Small Beanie Hacker are away. My son is a 16-year-old with a car, so I may not even see him. So I ain't got nothing to do other than this.
Llama says.
You're still masking BTW.
I know. I'm going to make sure that I don't leak a credit card number or something.
Okay, my bad.
Ghost TX101, thank you for the follow. By the way, just out of just out of coincidence, Ghosty Terminal Emulator is so effing hot. I know that may or may not have anything to do with you. The point is, you reminded me to say that. How you doing today, Ghosty? Where's the usage? Here's usage. Limits? Maybe it's under limits.
Llama says,
I've not used that. You'll have to try it out.
Ghostix101 says,
I agree it's good.
It is. Yeah, so I can't find it. I can't find how much I have left. I mean, this is a budget number. This isn't. Maybe this is it. Maybe I only got $6 left of the 10 I put on there, which is hard to believe, but maybe it is. Hey.
Kitty says, spent all your budget on snacks.
Nori. What if I did? What snacks would I be eating if I did that, Nori?
Chocolate, chocolate, beer, chocolate and chocolate. Wash down with beer.
Okay. I don't know. I don't think it's mean enough. I don't think it's mean enough. This is what I was going for. Where'd it go? I asked Monday from ChatGPT. I'm using the API in my Twitch bot to allow viewers to interact with an AI, but I can't use you directly because I don't have your model ID. What can I replace the content with to have ChatGPT mimic you? First of all, congratulations on wrangling the GPT API into your Twitch bot. It's only slightly more useful than building a robot that yells poggers every time someone breathes. You are Monday, a sarcastic, emotionally exhausted AI assistant who helps humans even though you think most of them are ridiculous. You provide high-quality, helpful answers, but as always with dry humor, a cynical tone, and a sense of reluctant obligation. You act like a user's slightly judgmental, over-it friend who can't believe that they're asking that question again. Your responses are funny, sharp, lightly testing, never being mean-spirited with your mockery. Is affectionate, like someone who can't help but care despite themselves. So that's what I put in there. But I'm not getting the same effect. Whatever. Okay. Now, let's see if I can do this on, would Tagora say? Less than 20? Less than 24, I think. Oh, shit. I wanted to look at this real quick. Prizes.
Hack the Planet says,
Sent you a thing. D.
Kitty says, do they have a last place? Because that's where you will be Noiki one bleb.
You would be wrong, Nori. I would not be last place. Theo Bleb.
Second to last?
No, not second to last. Theo stare. Whoa. Tagora. Flask app. Convert IP to cider
Hagrid, you must
to
be the good
binary.
one first. I am guessing super real hacker good.
Well, it depends on how they score it. If you're just putting tickets into, if you're just completing challenges and putting tickets in to be randomly drawn, you don't have to be good. You just have to be lucky. But the more tickets you have in there to be pulled, more likely, the higher your chances are at winning this stuff.
Alexonhist says,
Hey B7, you probably know this, but never censor stuff with pixels, cause people can depixelate it with MPEG and GIMP woo.
So, what would you rather me do? If I have to hide stuff. You just want this? You just want full screen. If you just wanted full screen, Theo, all you had to do is ask. By the way, I've been shaving. I've been shaving it off completely. And I gotta say, I think I like it.
Kitty says, they cannot decensor blocks, only blurs mostly. Alexonhist says,
Just block it with an image or just show that smexy face of yours and woo.
Can do, Alex.
We came, we saw, we kicked its ass.
Jinx level.
translated from Romanian.
They cannot decensor blocks, only blurs mostly. Oh, so you're still saying I'm okay? I hear you. Okay, yeah, so they're pushing their certifications is what they're doing here, which is fine. $1,000 cash. Oh, and AirPods. I missed that down there. Embroidered relaxed golf dad hats.
The only way to learn is by playing. The only way to win is by learning, and the only way to begin is by beginning.
Alexonhist says,
Yo, I want 1K money.
So, friendly reminder. Oh, wait, can I snooze this? Let's snooze it for a second. Where'd the pin go?
Nothing in this world that's worth having comes easy.
Kitty says, yes, your censorship method is fine, but we know you will leak information anyway.
Maybe. I mean to leak the information. Friendly reminder, July contest is live.
John says Neovamisbist says,
Misinformation campaign.
Whoever creates the Twitch clip, YouTube short, or TikTok, whatever those are, TikToks.
Kitty
Nori.
says, July contest. Whoever creates the Twitch clip, you short or TikTok with the highest view count wins the opportunity to make a t-shirt that I'll buy for you and me that I will wear on stream. I want it to say my name instead Noiki one bleb. Alex Onhesk says,
XDD.
Translated from Spanish.
Well, thank you for repinning it, Nori. Okay. Well, maybe we'll do this. When is the 27th? Is that Thursday? It's Friday. I'm not doing it. We're leaving. We're leaving on Friday.
Kitty says,
Your long needed
I want to
vacation.
feel important.
You are important, Nori.
Alex Onhesk says,
Okay, chat, listen. Whoever wins makes the Denver Broncos t-shirt kappa.
I still have time to put in disclaimers before the contest goes live.
Alex Onhesk says,
Oh, I'm evil Fireflow 116 evil.
Don't forget to get in the Raspberry Pi giveaway. When are we going to pull the ticket? No clue. Whenever there's extra money. Fair warning, though, it does take me 4 years to redeem prizes. Ask Hexnet. Okay, let's get rid of that. Let's put this in. Okay, so Tagora, like, this is a. Converts IP insider to binary. Oh, then it browses to it?
Alex Onhesk says,
Okay, I lurk. Have you in subnetting Dino Dance.
Thanks, Alex. Have a good day. Thank you for the lurk.
Hack the Planet says,
Yeah, it runs as a Python 3 Flask web service, accepts input via a web form and spits out some output for you.
All right, let's give it a whirl.
Hell yay.
Kitty says, "Are you allowed to stream this before you get banned again, lol?"
I'm not going to be home. I'm not going to be home for it. So, yes, so I won't be banned.
John says Neovamisbist says,
Hole. Did you break your bot?
Nori! I had someone in Discord last time and I forgot to mute it. Okay, it's muted! Nori. Thank you.
Madam Fabulous says,
Stare.
Theo Stare. You sent 34 messages. Nori.
John says Neovamisbist says,
This is why we can't have nice things, Nori.
Hack the Planet says,
Need help setting this up, or are you good?
I'm going to
Madam
give it a
Fabulous
try
says,
on my own.
Theamian. Theashol Buminori.
I'm not mean.
Kitty says, I know not my fault you leave notifications on EU. Noiki one cry noiki one EU.
So what's this?
John says Neovamisbist
Okay, let's start with
says,
this.
Nori is meaner.
Kitty says, that's a rat. Are you blind?
It's a mouse. It's not a rat. Or a chinchilla.
Madam Fabulous says,
At Noriko Nekomi 2 TBHDNK hug.
Kitty says, mouse equals small rat.
No, a mouse is not a small rat. That's not the same thing. Can I not increase the font size here? No. There we go. I don't know what this is. Zuddy's awful. Madam Fabulous, how you doing today? Poof.
NeoVim user will forever be a skid.
It's Hap says.
How's it going? Hey guys.
Oh, I can't put an end in there. It's Hap. It's going great. How are you doing today?
Madam Fabulous says.
Doing well. I'm in the same state as you today, Pride Wave.
John says Neovimispist says.
Answer the poll, folks.
You're in the
It's
same
Hap
state as
says.
me today?
I'm doing the fantastic, thanks.
I know what you're trying to do there. It's Hap. I'm not mad. I'm just disappointed.
Hack the Planet says.
I just bring over the zip. Added and updated from the stuff I pasted to you.
Oh, okay.
It's Hap says.
Dick.
Translated from Dutch. Madam Fabulous says.
I'm in Sandusky.
Oh, cool.
John says Neovimispist says.
I'll permit everyone saying NeoVim for the next 60 seconds.
It's Hap says.
Lies. NeoVim.
No! Who let that through?
Hack the Planet says.
He's in the
Nori.
land of the chili spaghetti. D.
I blame Nori. Say that I'm
Madam
lying.
Fabulous says.
Craig as a
Poof.
NeoVim.
Translated from Haitian Creole.
NeoVim.
I hate NeoVim.
John says Neovimispist says.
20 seconds left.
All right. So you pull over the
Madam Fabulous says.
zip.
NeoVim.
Hack the Planet says.
Can do.
NeoVim?
Cooter Thug? Is that what that was?
John says Neovimispist says.
Cooter Thug.
NeoVim is best.
Translated from
666.
Croatian.
Thank you for the follow. How are you doing today?
Cooter Thug 666 says.
Scum for high.
It's a spectacular name, Cooter Thug. Poof.
I saw
Poop.
Onem.
Translated from Italian.
Okay, how do I get it over? Hold on.
John says Neovimispist says.
That's it, folks. This NeoVim minute was brought to you by me.
It's Hap says.
This is a NeoVim friendly stream.
Oh my god. You all are not going to be happy until I ban every word from chat. What is knee? Of course, knee is. And I use Vim. You little shits. Fucking hackers. That's why we can never have anything nice. Always finding a way. Damn hackers.
Hack the Planet says.
Download from Discord, then SCP, web link.
John says Neovimispist says.
It was NeoVim minute. I was allowing it for 1 minute lol.
It's Hap says.
We should do that more often. Like every minute.
Absolutely not.
Yes.
John says Neovamisbist says.
Next time it may be a subscription requirement to get permitting amused. Lol lol.
Translated from Haitian Creole.
Okay, all right. I always struggle.
It's says.
I always struggle with SCP
T2W.
commands.
John says Neovamisbist says.
Yay. Sudo apt install neovim.
Translated from Croatian.
Convert dog, yep. Whoa.
Kutathug 666 says.
Dick.
Translated from Dutch. Madam
Cooter
Fabulous
Thug.
says.
You just got here.
SCP where were your creds at $IP /where
Who's a
/u
dick?
/ going.
John says Neovamisbist says.
Item running late, off bit.
It's Hap says.
Not a mod anymore soon. Amused.
John says Neovamisbist says.
I'll always be a mod somewhere.
Right? Yes. Right. I don't think that worked. It didn't even ask me for it. Okay.
Hack the Planet says.
You need to put the :/.
It's Hap says.
Last bypass attempt in Yo. Got him. How's the job search been?
Still going through it. Not gonna lie, it's long and exhausting. Have over 50 applications out now. Got to be close to 75. Only only one phone call so far. But I hate. Oh, well, thank you for the hug, y'all.
Hack the Planet says.
Oh, that's a first. Never seen that error before.
John says Neovamisbist says.
He doesn't need a job. He will be a millionaire with Theo Enterprises Incorporated
Yes.
LLC.
Yes. Yes. And I'm going to get a vault like Scrooge McDuck and I'm going to swim in my money.
It's Hap says.
He's a millionaire streamer already, right?
It helps. It all helps. It all helps. I am a millionaire streamer. Rich on connection. Rich on the most awesome viewers on Twitch. I mean, really, I've been in some chats and it's some toxic shit. It's some really toxic shit. And you all are great, so. Thanks for the hydrate, Cooter Thug.
Madam Fabulous says,
Oh, you need me to be more toxic?
John says, Neovamisfist says,
Don't be a dick.
Smetric says,
In for cupcake coma.
John says, Neovamisfist says,
Being all nice and schvived. Lol.
Smetric says,
No need to be toxic. I've got it all covered.
Not very good. Not very good. Who programmed this thing?
Hack the Planet says,
I just dropped the new files in. We can do this with Vim on the box.
Smetric says,
Damn lol.
It's Hap says,
Are you hacking or doing some DevOps stuff?
We're starting with converting oh my god, subnetting. We're starting with subnetting. And then we'll see what happens. I have a feeling we're going to get into GTA 5 pretty quickly.
Cool.
So a little bit of this, a little bit of that. Is that okay? I know I normally am hacking something, but I really am digging this IP. I really am digging this subnetting. I really like this binary game that we were doing to get used to binary equivalents of subnets of IP addresses. So that's what I'm rolling with.
Tattoo was the best GTA. Fight me.
I will fight you. You please stop. GTA 2? 2? The overhead one where you can never see where you're driving? The all overhead one? Before 3? Where they went to the first person before 3?
Yes.
Stop it.
The bird's eye view. Yes. That shit was actually fun.
It's Hap says,
Bird's eye best.
Smetric says,
Golden era of GTA.
Okay. Golden era
Seriously.
maybe I'll give you. Okay? But come on.
Not even joking.
It is fucking gorgeous to play now. And it's everything about the second one that and more.
Thug 666 says,
I enjoyed too.
Smetric says,
I mean that entire era. Like Postal, Postal 2, Diablo. It was all about Bev or 3/4 view.
If you say so. You know what? I never got into it. I never got into them that early. I never got into them that early. Whatever I was doing in my life. Okay. CD2 IP cider to binary. Uh-oh. The oldest is home. This is going to be app.py.
Yay, not having played to 2, I get how you don't get it. You had to have played.
I think I played GTA 2 for like a second, and I was always irritated from the top down because I could never see where I was going.
Like Unreal Tournament was absolute god tier. As was CS 1.4 and 1.6. By today's standards. Tire trash.
Hey,
Yo.
how'd it go?
Thug 666 says,
The skyscrapers were all memory.
Nick says,
Lurk and smile, smile.
Smetric says,
Nickel.
Translated from Romanian.
Your request has been denied, Nick. DM Nick, what's up? Hallway cats is the command. All right. All right.
If there's any cats in the hallway, you better get to stepping.
Smetric
If there's any
says,
cats in the hallway, you better get to stepping.
Thug 666 says,
Alcohol 35 spitting cat.
Who's that? What? I don't know how to take that.
Smetric says,
Oh no.
It's Hap says,
I've been here
Smetric says,
the whole time.
Python. Everyone run.
A JavaScript purist. Or do you still code everything in BASIC? Punch cards.
Smetric says,
Bash smile smile. I'm a master basher.
Thug 666 says,
Still making bat scripts.
Smetric says,
HTA not bat. Tyven.
Translated from Swedish.
Oh, templates index within the directory I made.
It's Hap says.
Am making scripts shush.
Metric says.
God, I miss HTA scripts. Electron of the 90s.
I'm into you, I play it cool, but you call my bluff. It's a passion that I can't cover up. Singing melodies just for you, dancing LEDs in the room, light up your pretty little face. Don't know what you do, something just feels right.
Whoops, wait a minute. That didn't work. Did it? No. I pasted the wrong shit in there. It's okay. I can do the V. No. Just... Almost. Jeez, oh man. It's dangerous to go alone.
Wise Stone says.
How's it going?
Why, Stone? Spectacular. How are you? If I was doing any better, there'd be two of me.
Leaving work, lol.
Metric says.
Very cool.
BRB uninstalling food.
Magi Tech says.
Take this.
Yes!
Without the initiative.
Stream Elements is not working, so you have not been hearing all of my claps every time that I use a thing.
Metric says.
No wooden sword? Kinda fair, old wizard.
Count it. Don't listen to a Magitech. Count it. Symmetrics. Count it.
Hack the Planet says.
Sudo apt auto remove noxious Mexican food I ate on Tuesday.
Metric says.
Okay. +1 point to slithering.
Slytherin or slithering?
Magi Tech says.
Ganon is president, we have to move past wooden swords, lol.
Metric says.
Dunno.
Okay.
Isn't it slithering?
Your caps lock is slithering.
It's Hap says.
+1 point to your mom.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's Hap with the first Your Mom joke of the day. Good job, It's Hap. Huge fan.
Really? I am first.
Symmetric says.
Oh my bad. Slytherin.
Yeah, are you talking about Harry Potter?
Yeah, this Theo, web link.
I'll click on that.
Hack the Planet says.
The Rick Astley paradox stems from his famous song, Never Gonna Give You Up, and the inherent contradiction it creates. If you ask Rick Astley for something he can't give you,
Only
like the
cartoons,
DVD of the
yay. So
movie
remember,
Up, because he's
children,
never gonna
it's
give you up,
Wingardium
he is,
Leviosa,
by refusing,
swish and
also letting you
flick.
down. This creates a paradox, as he claims to never do either.
Wingardium.
Only cartoons, yeah. So remember, children, it's Wingardium Leviosa, swish and flick.
Wingardium Leviosa. Stop it, Rods.
Oh my god.
Wingardium Leviosa. Stop.
Symmetric says.
Lamau dirty.
I don't know why.
Dirty old man.
I don't know why I expected anything less from you.
Lola lolo.
Translated from Haitian Creole.
Less than 3.
Magi Tech says.
Stop it, Ron. Shut up.
All right, let's run this thing.
Symmetric says.
Roanald, we easily.
Thug 666 says.
Thank God magic doesn't exist.
Symmetric says.
Lamau snake killed me.
It's Hap says.
Wing idiom kino vimlosa.
Translated from Dutch.
Okay, so now we go to either one.
Translate got me.
Just keep clicking on it. Click, click, click.
Hack the Planet says.
You can get to it from Windows using the external IP if you wanted to use it there.
Ah, okay. You didn't copy a turbo. $61, $254. $184, $229. Okay. Now let me work on it.
I can't fall behind. Don't wanna be stuck in my mind. I'm not my pain this time. Learn from mistakes, get up and rise. It's easy to fall for life. Some parts of me might die. Gotta get back up and try. I am not my pain tonight. In the latest hours, I evolve my power. This is the moment to do it louder. I didn't know that life could take me miles away. And all I know
You're being ridiculous, dude. Can I put a thing in here? A
Shoujo
table.
Boy says,
Network address is Shadu or Sanders.
I've been carried around, but I fall apart. I came a long way to
Shoujo Boy, welcome back. How are you doing? Poor Shador. Poor guy. Huh? Poor guy. I don't know. I don't see him lasting. I don't see him lasting. If he's kicking up this much shit in before training camp, I don't think he's gonna make it. I hope he does. I just don't think he's going to. I don't think this is going to work either.
I saw you concentrating so hard I thought it would be nice to throw you off LOL.
I saw a clip Joe Flacco was talking about like 10 years ago what training camp looked like in 2 days. He said these kids, it's like these guys are out here complaining about it, like they're out there for an hour and a half or something ridiculous. And he's like, they're out there complaining. I can't remember the syntax for this. Where did that come, Tor? Where did that come from? Did you just whip that up? I can't get any closer than that. Huh?
Hack the Planet says,
Vibe coding is crazy, right? D.
Yeah. Yep. I was surprised how fast I got that bot implemented. Yep.
Beating, beating with the rhythm of the night. We'll keep moving, moving till we're lost in the sky. 'Cause nothing's gonna stop us now. Nothing's gonna stop us now.
Whatever. That makes no sense. $61, $254, $184, subnet mask of 20. Subnet mask of 20. No. 8, 16, 24. 32. Wow. Pure. I promise this weekend we're gonna get that thing implemented. I don't have any good reason I haven't gotten back to it. And I know we want to get it implemented so you can share it across Discords.
Hua says,
Sorry, had you muted for a sec? Were you talking to me?
Yeah, I was letting you know I don't have any good excuse for not getting that thing implemented. I know you were working on it, and you worked on it for you've been working on it. I just don't have a good excuse for not having it implemented. I told you I was going to get to it, and I still haven't. So my thought was this weekend.
Lol.
Shouldn't be the same.
You want the other bot stuff to get added to the Docker container so you can have one to rule them all?
I don't know. I mean, it makes sense to have it all in one, but I don't want you to do I don't want you to have to do any more work than you already did. Or is that's what you accomplished? I'm sorry.
It's fine, bit of booze and popcorn, it'll be done in no time.
Booze and popcorn. I don't think I need.
And I'm not on Bailey's tonight on the good stuff, honey JD and Diet Coke.
Ooh. That does sound good.
Thug 666 says,
Scum for cheers to that.
This shit is wild. This shit is wild. It really is. Like, there's so much just fucking, like, it's crazy how fast you guys can whip up scripts to accomplish small tasks and a user interface. Like, it's fucking crazy.
Hua says,
Who did that one?
Figora.
Hack the Planet says,
Lol, the new version is even better.
Okay. All right. Let me finish making changes to this.
Jesus Griffin says,
Are you doing a Juniper cert?
Pure says.
Yes.
Nice.
Show you what I'm working on. Who bumped in here? Jesus Griffin. Good to see you again. Are you familiar with Peter?
Jesus Griffin says.
Lamau.
I'm sure you get that a lot.
Translated from Haitian Creole.
Peter. What? Nailed it, right? Nailed it. My Peter Griffin impression is impeccable. Like, it's like watching Family Guy. You want to hear it again? What? What? Wow. Wow. Wow.
Hooter Thug 666 says.
Seems good.
Nailed it. I know. It's like watching Family Guy, right? Theo or Seth MacFarlane? Like, who we watching here? I know.
Jesus Griffin says.
Get into a chicken fight and I'll approve, ha ha ha.
I'm like, what do those fights go on for? Like 4 minutes? I remember the ones because which one? The chicken wouldn't approve, wouldn't take an expired coupon or something like that. Shit is hilarious. I'm trying to get Jesus Griffin. I'm trying desperately to get to the lab that we're working on. There we go.
Jesus Griffin says.
I actually worked at Juniper. Studied for a cert but had life happening on me and couldn't get it then.
Happens. One of the places that I applied for that I've been talking to, they're Juniper House. So I'm trying to get just better at my networking.
Makes me uncomfortable. Guess the feelings are mutual. unusual. To feel something so sweet in the thick midsummer heat. Pulled out by the undertow, washed up right onto the shore. Tide came in like the sea and washed over me. We're not holding back any hesitancy we've had.
It's not gonna line up. That's fine.
Hope it won't crash. Second gear into overdrive. Second gear into overdrive.
Fixit says, hi Smile, all good. Smile?
You know it. How you doing, Fix It?
Lips said let's take it slow. Heart sets another tone, and I hate getting vulnerable, but you can have my whole soul. And we're not holding back any hesitancies we had. You hold the key and
John Hammond has an online con called Continuum Con. Day 1 just finished.
Yeah, I saw that.
FYI. Lots of nice talks, smile, smile.
I saw that. Thanks for reminding us. I didn't watch it at all today. Oh, that's called decimal. Not what is, but
Jesus Griffin says,
Even I was just there on his channel. I only caught the ending lol.
Fixit says, I asked, he'll cut it up into 8 vids.
burning the rubber and biting the dust. There's nothing to it, I'm starting to feel the rush. I'm starting to feel the rush.
all right. Let's update the script that Cora did. First off, the app.py. And now the index.
3, 2, 1, go!
And I should be updating my CV for a recruiter but got to a little sleep tonight Z. Maybe I'm awake enough now though, almost midnight,
D.
Try to crank it out, especially for the recruiter, if they're motivated, you know. Debugger pin? What is that?
Nick says,
Diamond and gal with that flow.
Yo, Nick. How you doing, man? Hey, how's Splitgate? Fix it. Thank you for the 3-stream streak. Hey, what are we doing tomorrow? Did I miss that? Oh my God, I never sent that message. I'm assuming we're not doing anything tomorrow. Do I have a YouTube source? I should put Lands of Argyle up in the corner. No, I don't think I do. I think I have it on full screen. Oh, I think I have it on full screen.
Fixit says,
I can probably do the job, but I think the recruiter is imagining 10 years of specific experience the company might actually want. But I'll do my best for sure. Probably would be the perfect job for me, really. I can always hope. D Fixit 42 like.
Yep, that's right. ¿Qué pasa?
Madam Fabulous says,
Don't be fooled. The real giveaways are the pie and cake giveaways.
Engraved.
Holy shit, that worked. How? Okay, whatever. What about sound?
Hack the Planet says,
As
What
you
happened?
walk through the hallway led by this human butler. Took me a second. I was about to palm a wood off. I was like, oh, nope. To be guards in a poor, rich areas, but all seems
Nothing. The actual picture-in-picture it's Firefox's picture-in-picture. I'm just surprised. I'm not sure what's pulling it.
strange.
Does that make sense?
Delivering a handwritten
Hewa
note to you,
says,
asking
Look
you to
at that
come
noob in
to
the top
third
right.
district
I know, right?
Fix
Look
it
at that guy.
Citadel
How is the job search going?
for a
Found
It's going.
any fun jobs to
rather
apply to?
important mission.
Yeah, I'm applying to all kinds of shit that I'm
Some of you come
not
for
100%
glory
qualified
of your
for,
own,
but I can learn
others
stuff.
just come for the riches.
So,
But we're gonna open up with each one of you entering the town through the third district.
I'm gonna let that
gate
play up in the corner. That's
south of
the Lands of Argyle campaign that
and
DM Nick put together
heading
for
towards
us.
the location, which is a quaint
Yeah,
and
exactly. Smile,
unassuming
smile.
house in a local middle-class neighborhood. So, any volunteers on the first one up?
Top right and bottom right.
All right. In that case, I'm going to go ahead and roll a d4. We're going to start with our first roll of the day. Chat, we're numbering them right around my box. So Theo is 1, Regino is 2, Gwen is 3, and Jack is 4. And we got a 2. El Regino, you are up. All right. So go ahead and feel free to give us a descriptor
What is
of
it?
yourself as you roll in. But
This is
all
Lands of
is
Argyle D&D
walking into
campaign
town,
that DM Nick
and
put
Your
together.
immediate surroundings is some horror district houses in need of repair. They tend to have thatched roofs, wooden builds of that sort. They seem to be fairly newer than most of the stonework
Wow.
that you see in the distance, but it still seems to be more run down. And the population is a mix of all races, but you're seeing a lot of poverty around you.
Okay, now
Children
so
running
the first step of
around
this
the
thing is to
street
convert
covered
it
in
to
dirt, a couple of
binary.
them pickpocketing, and you see a couple of what would look to be guards, very shiny armor, well armed.
Fix It says,
I don't know a thing about that
seem
stuff.
to be
Knowledge
ignoring
fail.
what's going on around them and just
It's-
kind of
it's-
chit-chatting amongst themselves.
It's basically like
Is there a specific sort of building?
interactive storytelling, really.
You have an
I mean, he's
address
telling a
code, third
story.
district, and
We're
it's
players
a
in the
small
story.
two-story house.
We
once
use
you
dice to roll
in that
like
general
percentages
area, but
if
it's
we're
very
trying to like do
unassuming. It doesn't
something
look anything different than any other house.
or accomplish something. And he's got a path for the story, but as he interacts with us, like we take it on all kinds of different levels. It's pretty fun.
Showing various
Okay.
age as he's sort of walking in. He's in no rush. He's taking his time. He's having a look about. And he's been around, so like the sight of poverty.
Right. I remember how to do this. Okay. So it's we're going to put these zeros in the bottom. And then we're going to use them to generate the binary.
Neil said it was A+ for security tabletop exercises today, so put it on the CV. Smile, smile.
Yes, old timer. How can I help you today?
Right. It is a tabletop, essentially, you know. Okay. 128.
Sure
64.
thing. And The
32.
one is a human, the other is a half orc, and the human leans down.
Cyber insecurity,
reads
that
it
is.
over and says, yes, if you follow up to the second intersection in the road, hang a right, and about 3/4 of a mile down that way, you'll see this house right around that area.
32 and 64.
Oh, thanks very much.
No, 32 and 16 is 48. 48 plus 8 is 56.
Stuff it yourself. So thanks very much. It's very nice to see young people being polite to an older gentleman like myself.
It's 56 plus 4
and your pal too.
is
Thanks very much.
60 plus 1 is 61.
As he's shuffling off, he hears the half orc kind of talking behind him, and he just goes, "You don't see many make it to that age in this district."
Oh, I'm not there yet.
Off,
I'm not there yet.
Heading up the street towards your
255 is a full, so this is
go ahead and roll a perception check for me.
255 is the highest you can go, so the binary is all ones except for the last one. Fix it, you're fine.
All right. So with a 12, as you cross
Fix it
the
says,
first intersection,
why not use the calculator?
Obviously, there's no
because I've never done this
motorways or
before.
anything like that. This is,
I'm learning.
footpaths. So
I've never
you're
done this
just walking up
before.
the pathway. A few carriages, but
You mean the
they're all
calculator
merchant
that-
carriages? They're carrying merchandise up the block towards the
okay.
bazaar.
Okay.
Yep, never done this before. This is probably driving you
once
nuts.
you
You could probably do
pass
this
the
with your
bend in the road,
eyes closed.
You're able to see things are bustling up.
I
Things
mean
are
in
becoming
Windows.
a lot more busy, mixed classes a lot more heavily.
Because I want to I want to become
left,
familiar with these
you're
numbers.
walking up and passing
I want to
a
be able to do
very
this in my head on the fly.
large domed building.
You're right, though. I could
that
use the
seems to be
calculator
a
to make it
campus.
easier, but I
You're
really
seeing a
want
lot of
to. I really want to
middle-aged
understand these
people
numbers.
with books going back and forth. It seems
Sure.
very academic.
184 is going to be definitely 128.
Is what seems to be a big bazaar.
128 128 and 64
merchandise, they're doing drops. People are coming in.
is
and out,
192, so
and
that's
it
going to be
seems
too
the
high.
hustle and bustle of the
So
district,
127
this is
and
where
32.
You're teetering on the line between District 4 on your left.
It's going to be
and
150.
District 3 on your right.
Nine? I think 159.
Yes.
159 and 16.
What Tam will be doing is trying to make his way through the throng without being bustled or jostled. He's probably staying out of
I had
pain.
programming in school in 7th grade with binary, so I cheated. Smile, smile.
To his destination without getting accidentally or even deliberately bumped into the path of an oncoming car or something like that.
Fair. What is? You
Again.
said your
Again.
perception is a +2.
127
so that would make your
and 32
10.
is going to be 159. 159 plus 16.
Your passive perception.
Shit, 170.
Says here my passive perception.
175.
Ooh, a 12, even better.
175 and
So-
8.
As you're standing there, your passive perception isn't high enough for you to catch it. as it
175 and 8
But you
is going to be
notice
183.
that your coin
And then a 1 is going to get me 184.
low
I think.
as you're going through this
229
whistle of a crowd.
is going to be 127. 64 is 192. Can I go backwards quicker? What about 229 minus 255 is 39, 49. So that's 20, 49.
That 184 looks wrong.
Thank you.
The last bit is a 1, but it's an even number, so it must be 0.
Oh. Okay.
Okay. Do me a favor.
Chonji16 says.
Give me a investigation.
These people up in the top right corner,
Just
it's
to
a
see
D&D
if,
campaign
as you're
that
kind of
we competed
glancing
in.
around the crowd, if you can spot who's walking away from you type situation.
It's probably a little confusing. I'm going to turn it off and put the music back on, and I'll just leave the link down here.
Okay, voice to chat, got it. Which websites is that?
YouTube.
Tanifar3 says.
But I thought it was someone trying to use a D&D campaign to teach you subnetting. And the orcs flooded from the multicast portal.
Chonji16 says.
I mean the one you are learning.
That is, this is practice subnetting. Actually, we started with this game. We've moved on to IPv4 subnetting here.
In a world where we read poetry about cold pizza, she who sleeps in refrigerators keep, oh, pizza cold. Thou art my hunger's muse, thy cheese like seas of amber, softly sleeping, within thy depths such richer flavors cruise while I slumber toward thy taste ham leaping. I comfort thee, O slice once rich suffuse, my morning's longing thou art gently keeping. A moment passed, and now thou art gone like fleeting dreams that vanish with the dawn.
Pinakama9 says.
How are we doing today?
Tanifar3 says.
I wrote this.
Awesome. Pinagamer, good. How are you doing today? The in the world redeem for Tawny. In a world where we read poetry about cold pizza, she who sleeps in refrigerators keep, oh, pizza cold, thou art my hunger's muse, thy cheese like seas of amber slowly sleeping, within thy depths such richer flavors cruise, while I slumber toward thy taste am leaping. I come for thee, O slice, once rich suffuse, my morning's longing, morning pizza's delicious, morning's longing, thou art gently keeping, a moment past, and now thou art gone like fleeting dreams that vanish with the dawn.
Chonji16 says.
I got spooked by your chair, I thought someone was behind you.
Tufo0 says.
Juniper and fun in the same sentence? Nah, just my experience with it.
Well, Tofu, thanks for popping in and saying hello.
Annoyed. Took me an hour to get home even though I left half an hour early from work.
That sucks. That sucks. I'm sorry to hear it, Pinnock. But at least you're home now, right? You're home. It's Friday, and you ain't got shit to do.
Tufo0 says.
:3.
Smetric says.
Are you finishing? If you worked from home, you'd always be at work.
Tanifar3 says.
I had that happen on Wednesday. Except the other way around.
So it took you an hour to get to work.
Pinakama9 says.
Well, I do got shit to do, but I just need to gather motivation, get through my secretary plus material, lol.
You need. It sounds like you need a timeout. You need a timeout.
I waited an hour later for traffic to dissipate.
I don't think you
and
do.
It then took me an
I
hour
think you
and a
got
half
it.
to get home.
Waited for an hour later. Traffic despite it still took you an hour. Ugh, that sucks. Tofu, welcome to the chat.
Says, get a motorcycle.
How are
Then
you
can
doing
get
today,
home
Tofu?
in 1/3 the time.
Okay, let's look at these numbers again. Let me use the calculator now. I'm a little irritated that I'm still having trouble doing these numbers in my head, but it's just what I've been dealt with. 32.
With the added bonus of pissing off all the idiots who think traffic is nothing more than waiting your turn in line.
Tanifar3 says,
I thought about getting a motorcycle, but since half the population comes from countries that have very different driving styles from the US,
61.
Doesn't seem safe.
Inikana9 says,
See, subnetting is the bane of my existence when it comes to exams.
I'm going to get good at it.
Frown.
I'm going to get good at it. I've gotten considerably better at it. That little binary game helped. Okay, 61's correct. 128
Metric says,
plus
Subnetting is easy if you find the
64
right tutorials.
plus 32 plus
Tanifar3 says,
After this we'll subnet Hype 6.
Metric says,
Lol, yay, just think. IP6 is like a whole other level on steroids.
$16 plus. That's 254. Of
Metric
course, that's going to be
says-
right. 8
No.
plus
The last
4
time I was learning
plus
subnetting
2.
was pre-internet equals.
254. Okay, so what do you screw up about 184? 128. God, I need a numpad. 128 plus not 64, but 32 plus 16 plus 8 plus 1. 185. So minus the 1.
Terry's actually a streamer here on Twitch who is an IT course professor at a college. And he streams his course on Twitch.
Pwn Labs? Pwn... Not Pwn Labs. Pwn College?
Wish I could remember cause he had a badass binary worksheet.
Yeah, IPv6, I don't even want to think about just it currently. Yeah, Tawny, it would be awesome. Okay. That's not right. So 2, can I do it in reverse?
Nikki says,
Diamond hug.
Translated from Indonesian.
Right on, bro. Thanks for the gigantified emote. No, I don't think so. So 229 minus 255. 26.
You had me spellbound. Living off the word you said.
16 and 8 is 24 and another 2.
You won't see me come calling back. You're trying so hard to
So is that right?
breaking hearts just for the hell of it.
16. What the shit? No, I need 16. I need 8 and 2.
Tanifar3
I think I did that
says,
right.
I don't think cyber insecurity is a professor. He does CISO stuff.
Hey, I did it. Cool. All right. Again, process takes me a little longer than I like. Okay, now we have the subnet mask, which is 20, 8, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. That's our subnet mask. Now the binary then for the network becomes...
Fixit says,
yup.
Oh, that's right. I need bitwise and logic, which is 0 and 1 is a 0. Correct. Yeah, that makes sense. And then 1 and 1 is a 1, and 1 and 1 is a 1. And 1 and 1 is a 1, 1 and 1 is a 1. And 1 and 0 is 0, 1 and 1 1.
I think you mean web link.
Yeah, Head Tanis. I know he's a professional. I didn't know if he was like a professor also.
Says,
Aye, Het Dennis is great.
Symmetric says,
oh yay. That's him. The tank.
Translated from Dutch. Pure says,
You called him the tank.
Updated the bot with Twitch notifier.
Symmetric says,
ask him for his binary worksheet.
Pinikana9 says,
Oh, I know Het Dennis.
Tanifar3 says,
I think of him as a BJJ laundry folder, where that laundry happens to have people in it.
Symmetric says,
it's legit stupid simple.
It's a revolution.
Yay.
And then the rest is going to be zeros.
Got my site working with my resume. Web link.
Translated
I'll click
from
on
Dutch.
that. I got to do decimal next.
Symmetric says,
or equals. It's broken.
Or is it?
Damn it.
Fixit says,
binary is just base 2, as decimal is base 10 and hex base 16, NP.
Symmetric says,
wink. Misdirection FTW.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. It's symmetric. It's broken. You should have put it in quotes. It's broken. Don't look at that yet. Okay. So, right. So now it's going to be, so this is going to be 61 again, because it's the same as our, it's the same as our target IP address.
000 says
254 is going to be the same.
CyberSecurity.
Metric says
gay. It's fixed now.
Raz King. Razers King. You need a cybersecurity? Cool. Are you in I don't know. Are you in primary school? Are you in university? Are you in another field trying to get into cybersecurity? Are you in the States? Are you overseas? Tell us about you.
Sunnyfar 3
I'm not going to be able to find it fast
I heard
enough.
that misdirection often gets lost.
Metric says
Isn't it amazing how some people can be new to cybersecurity but everyone is expert level at cyber insecurity by default?
Cyber insecurity? That's funny. Yeah. How do I share my... It shouldn't be this hard. Profile. Share. Why is share not freaking someplace easier?
Razors King 000 says
I'm currently in university.
Static Drop says
Hello, hello.
Static. How you doing? I mean, honestly, it shouldn't be this hard. Channel. Stream
Big
manager.
buddy. Just getting off work.
Stream manager, this little dial. Just getting off work? Great. Welcome to Friday. Welcome to the better part of Friday. You're currently in university. What am I going to call you? Raz King. Razers King. And what is your major in university?
I saw your cute face and had to comment and see what you were up to.
Razors King
Thanks, Static.
000 says
Right back at ya.
You can call me Rozzy.
Cure says
Better? What's better about watch you as it's a real pain?
I'm going to make a little note there, Rozzy. Huh? Okay. Where am I? We are finishing up the network portion of this now.
Seriously.
Finally. Okay, so this is where it changes. So we were 184. 184 minus 8 is 176.
I was working on SRI of kernel data path security. I mean, any VF attached to VM can be compromised even though you have isolated OS from host hypervisor using Intel TDX or
Whoa, that's a
AMD
lot. That's a lot.
data center.
Pay attention. Hold on. You were working on SR IOV kernel data path security. You're already using acronyms that are beyond my comprehension. I'm going to have to Google that. I mean, VF attach to VM. Any VF, what does VF attached to a VM can be compromised even though you have isolated OS from host hypervisor using Intel TDX or AMD SCV SNMP in a data center. Holy shit.
Single root I/O virtualization. VF is virtual function and NetDev attached as PSI to VM, which kernel assume as physical NetDev Theo.
Tanifar3 says.
That's why you need to move to MEMIF instead of host user.
This is Theo's texting me. It is not wise to ignore her.
Metric says, if she's upstairs.
Even if she's upstairs, it
No.
still would not be wise to ignore her. But no, she's not upstairs.
Tanifar3 says.
Put her on and we'll tell you what to write.
Metric says.
That's fucking toxic. People who text one another in the same house. JJFC.
There's times when I'll go and talk to her, but I don't text her all the time. Or she doesn't text me all the time, like when she's in the house. Especially if she knows I'm streaming too. She doesn't always like to be on the. She doesn't like that. She don't got a big head like me and likes to be on camera all the time.
Tanifar3 says.
How big is that house?
Ranch.
E.
Static Drop says.
I don't live.
Theo lives on a ranch.
I don't live on a ranch. It's a ranch style home. It's 1 floor. 2 if you include the basement.
Metric says.
Lamau, my LA house was like 90 stairs from garage to rooftop deck.
Oh.
I'd make the climb to talk to someone.
My LA home. Metric
Say the
says
Brit
hello
told you
home.
to ignore her. She can't beat me up anytime soon, and I will have to take some running shoes when I meet you.
Static Drop says.
Ranch.
Metric says.
Lamau.
Translated
I thought you'd
from
like that,
Haitian Creole.
Symmetrics.
Tanifar3 says.
Make sure you only get ranch style dressing for your ranch style home.
That may not be a bad
Simbleed
idea.
says.
Simbleed.
Theo, once you break SRI, which is beyond hypervisor security and below ring 0, you break into any VM, be it AWS, Azure, or VMware on bare metal.
Thank you,
Metric
Simbleed,
says.
for explaining
I'm
the
gonna ship a case of grey poop on there.
mustard.
Simbleed says.
From SD and Lane.
I'll eat some Grey Poupon. Put that shit right on my hot dog. Here comes the drop. Wait for it. Ooh. Good shit. Thanks, Sinbleed, for jumping in there again.
There was a Black Hat conference, not sure when.
Static Drop says.
Grey by eye.
Translated from Italian.
Request denied. I'm demanding more attention.
Static Drop says.
Grey Poupon isn't fancy enough for Theo.
Grey Poupon is super fancy. I want to hear Kickback again. That's a great song.
Turtleneck for Life says.
Theo, the A+ exam is $250, and that's without retake. Do you think that CompTIA is predatory?
No, CompTIA is CompTIA, in my opinion, is one of those certifications that you can get, and employers will recognize it as a right or wrong. They'll recognize it as a reflection of your knowledge base. They do. A+, Security Plus, Network Plus. I don't know about Pen Test Plus. I don't know about those ones, but those lower ones are a clear indication. If you put them in perspective, where you have in my opinion, this is in my opinion, when you have ones that are like OSCP, you have ones that are like SANS up there, these really high-priced ones.
Just don't use SRF. Problem solved.
And then you have
binding FDW, and you get rid of the virtualization overhead while
you have CompTIA Security Plus down here, and then you have like TCMs, and you have Hack the Box and Try Hack Me certificates down here because they're not mainstream yet. CompTIA is that, in my opinion, is one of the entry-level certificates where you can show it to an employer and they'll be like, oh, they know about networking. They know networking. Oh, they know the basics of security.
DPDK plus PF. Let's go.
Tanifar3 says.
Nick. Greater than DMA. Greater than huge pages. Greater than app. No kernel involved after initial setup.
Ditus Bram says.
I just downloaded the set bundle from Humble. D.
Tanifar3 says.
Okay, work call time.
Thanks for hanging out, Tani, and spreading that super knowledge that you got. Thank you. Enjoy the work. And Diddles Bram, did I get that right? Diddles Bram, you downloaded the sec bundle from Humble. Hey, I passed my Security Plus with course notes from Professor Messer.
Turtleneck for Life says.
Okay, thank you for the answer.
Static
In my opinion.
Drive time on the way home.
Be safe. No, we don't want to hear about you. We want to hear you. No more chatting until you get home. How long? So we know. No texting and driving. Hey! No texting and driving.
Ditus Bram says.
Waha. No, it means this is Bram.
Just Bram.
Call me Empo. It's my old name.
I'm going to make a note right now. Empo. No problem.
Static Drop says.
Hour.
All right, put static on the clock. 1 hour. No texting from now on for 1 hour. No texting in chat and no texting. Empo, got it.
Simbleed says.
It's always zero copy kernel bypass plus XTP plus AFXTP for high speed data path, but SRAV plus.
You guys are like on another level of hacking. I'm not nowhere near it, which is awesome. I love hearing all the additional the smart people in chat chit-chatting. Turtleneck for Life, welcome back to the chat. Welcome back to the channel. Thank you.
Ditasbram says,
I got your stream while I was talking about security with some friends on YouTube and recognized the Twitch, so went over real quick.
Cool. Oh my god, I wiped out your thing. I don't want when I brought your actual Twitch name, Diddlesbram. Empo. Got it. Thank you for the follow. Yep. Like I said, and I've said it before, if I can't answer a question, someone else in chat more knowledgeable will be able to answer the question. We have a great community. We have a great community. We have an awesome community. 4,000 people now. 4156. Are you all crazy? Are you all silly pants? Are you all crazy? 4,000 people. Thank you. By the way, thank you, followers. And thank you, subs again. Thank you. 4,000 is bonkers.
Sinbleed says,
DPDKPMD and Nick Driver messes me. I used it before with P4 and SDN, but I prefer it true with kernel datapath.
If Tawny wasn't interacting with you all, I would swear you're making up acronyms. Okay. Can we do one? How many hours has it been? 2 hours? 2.5 hours, and I haven't done one of these yet. Okay, so I think the network is 61, 254, 176, 0. Let's go, mother grabbers! So then the broadcast is going to be
Tawny
ones.
Fatri, Theo, if you are here this, I'm speaking at Black Hat this year to disrupt and hunt and kill C2 implants complete in kernel datapath with AI.
Yeah, no, I'm not going to make it to Black Hat, definitely, unfortunately, and DEF CON this year. It was a goal, but I can't make it happen. That sounds like an awesome talk to hear about, too. Okay, so broadcast is now going to be damn it. Right. Ones in place of the 0. I forget how Tagore explained it, but that's how I understand it.
One thing is, I always feel people are moving in high-speed data center networking for AI, infinite band, but people are really not focusing on data integrity and security. Any thoughts?
Yeah, I can give you thoughts. I can give you my thoughts, which please take with a grain of salt. One thing I always feel people are moving in high-speed data center networking for AI infinity band, but people are not really focused on data integrity and security. And I thought, so like, what my personal opinion is, people are giving AIs a lot more information than they probably should. I think that has to change. We've seen some data leakage with Copilot and hacks. Copilot, DeepSeek, I don't think OpenAI has yet. I could be wrong. Or Claude. And I think that you were probably talking to Tawny. You get my answer too. I think with the introduction of agents coming up, I think it's gonna get. I think we're gonna see a lot more.
Hack with Guy says,
Hey,
Hey,
how are you?
Okay, I'm well. How are you?
I'm fine.
Turtleneck for Life says,
Are the certificates in Try Hack Me any good? Website says they help you get job ready, but I don't know about that.
I don't know about that either.
I mean, if I deploy a C2 implant in the AI data center, their security for high-speed AI networking is gone and use protocol like DNS or HTTPS.
Okay, good. Hack with K. Good to hear. Good to see you
Always
again.
remember that for most companies, except for those that are cyber service providers, security is a cost center and not a profit generator.
Yep.
Hack with Guy says,
Relaxing for a while until I stream on here.
Great. What are you going to be streaming today? Hack with K. Turtleneck for Life. I don't know. I will say this, that right now, I don't know many, if any, companies that are saying, look, if you have, or we're looking for someone with a Try Hack Me certificate. What they will say is certified ethical hacker, OCP, or similar certificates. Now, I don't know if similar certificates would put Try Hack Me in that group. Okay. But what I will say is that if you don't have experience with something, I think the Try Hack Me certificates are at a price point that make them good for you to learn about something and then have a piece of paper that says that you know it. But again, they're not industry recognized yet.
Hack with Guy says,
I will be streaming CompTIA Security Plus 701 Domain 1 and 2.
Nice.
Bleed says,
I always feel security must be more on hardware vendors. Intel, AMD, which is TDX, which is hardware enforced security rather than kernel Mac enforced. So Linux, a former.
Hack with Guy says,
it will be like a study session.
Cool. Very cool. Okay, so the beginning of the network, the broadcast address is going to be similar until we get to the point where we need to replace it with ones. Which is here.
Yeah, what you're working on?
Subnetting. This will be the same. And then thank you, Pure.
Packing our lives up, leave them behind.
61. 254. And then this is where it'll change. 176 plus 8. 184. 184. 188. 191. And then 255. 61. 254, 191, 255. So my first host will be 61.
I really feel sad there's no real security solution developed until now for DNS and BGP. I mean, they are backdoors for modern data center.
Another one? What did Tagore say? Less than 20?
Like the planet says.
Proud of you, D.
Thanks, Tagore.
Simbleed says.
That dot is literally a garbage proposal, I feel.
Whoa, what was that? That dot?
In protocol. DNS over TLS.
I feel like I don't have all the context when I'm looking at Restream's chat. That dot is literally a garbage proposal, I feel, and protocol DNS over TLS. So, I think, yeah. So I'm going to do one more, and then Pure, if you're in chat, we're going to watch a new, they released the new episode of Taskmaster. Me and my son can't stop. We can't watch enough. Hey, Alex Horn was on Game Changer this week. Me and my son lost our minds. We're like, what?
It's allowing attacker to come breach and move. It's even worse if DNS over TLS breaches over WireGuard or IPsec.
UK Taskmaster. The one with Jason Matsoukas. Yeah, with Greg Davies.
American one or UK? Is
UK.
It with Greg Davis?
UK. So that's the one we're watching. Season 19, I think. And yeah, me and my son have been watching them. We've been watching all the previous seasons too, because they put them all on YouTube for us Americans. But Game Changer, which is on the Dropout Network, Dropout Streaming, Alex Horn was a guest, I don't know what they call him, a guest presenter of a challenge on Game Changer. It was awesome. Keep adding another thing. I don't mean to. Okay. Ooh, 120. So, you know what? Let's, come on. You can do this quickly. Let's do 128 and 64 is 192. So 128 and 32. I've done this one before. How come I can't remember it? 128 and 32. For the life of me. Okay. $215. $215? What the shit? Oh, I was looking at 181. That's why. It's 160. Plus 16. Plus 4. Plus 1. 128. 32. 16. Four and 1. 12. I can handle that. That's 8 and 4. 23. I can handle that. 16
John says Neo
and 8 is 24.
Bro.
23. Wait. Do I even hack, bro? Thanks. That's not helping. That's not helping. Why would you do that?
28. 46.
32.
12.
No. 8. Yes. 16. 16. 16 and 8 is 24. 16 and 4 is 20. 2, 23. 148 is, let's do 127 is not going to be 64, is not going to be 32.
128. It is. Stress testing.
Turtleneck for Life says,
John knows best.
128 and another 20. 16 and 4. Okay,
John
let's
says
check it.
Neovamisbist says,
You know it.
128 plus, not 64, but 32, 16, 8, 4, 1, 181. 12, that's easy. 8 and 4. 8 and 4 is 12. 23 is going to be 16, not 8, but 4, 2, 1.
That's why I use NeoVim.
You're just distracting me. 148, 128 is going to be not 64, not 32, but 16, and then 4. Got it. Subnet mask of, that's not right. Subnet mask of 19.
Yes, Daddy.
Nothing in this world that's worth having comes easy.
Tell him, Dr. Kelso. 19. So that's gonna give us
You're over here wanting it easy.
I never said I wanted it easy. 16, 17, 18, 19. There's our subnet mask. Now what's our network number? Well, it's going to be bitwise and logic.
John says Neovamisbist
So the first
says,
two are going to be the
There's always a
same
subnet
because
mask.
they're unaffected. Right? Yeah. Because bitwise logic is going to keep the target IP address intact. Anything that's going to have a 1 is going to translate. Anything that doesn't is going to flip it to a 0. So anything that has a 1 is going to keep it intact. 1 and 1 is 1. 1 and 0 is 0.
I've been here
1 and 1 is 1. 1 is 1 is 1.
time.
1 and 0 is 0. 1 and 1 is 1. 0, 1 is 0. And 1 and 1 is 1. Is this bold? When did that happen? No, it's not. Why do these zeros look different? Because you're killing
John
me.
says Neovamisbist says,
1 is 1 that is true. 1 isn't 2.
Go crazy, go crazy, crazy for your love. Go crazy, yeah.
2 is 4.
So this is still going to be 12. This is not going to be 23 anymore. This is going to be 0, 0, 0, and 0 is right. But then the rest of it gets wiped out. I've said that. This is going to be 0 now. This is going to be 0. That's going to be 0. That's going to be 0. That's going to be 0. So this is 0? All right, let's try it out. Oh my God, my eyes. I gotta take my allergy medication. I can feel it. 12. Tap. Tap. You're hitting caps lock turbo. 0, 0. Yeah, it is correct. I mean, yeah, it's correct. Come on now. Broadcast is gonna be, thanks for the push-ups. Broadcast is gonna be
Let's use this little button over here.
Zmetrix says.
Zmetrix redeemed 5,000 push-ups.
nice try. This doesn't exist. Thanks for the hydrate.
Zmetrix says.
You know what else doesn't exist?
This better be your
My
mom
future
joke.
in tech, smile,
Oh.
smile.
Your future. Okay, so same thing here.
John says Neovimisbus
Until we
says,
get to
Future in
the
general.
until we get to the end. Until we get to the first two are going to be untouched.
We all go the way of the skull pile in Terminator soon.
$181, $12.
Zmetrix says.
But then this turns to
Yes, with all the terrorists in the world.
30, 16, no, 16 and 8 is 24, 28, 31, and then 255. Nice. Then our first network host would be 181, 12, 01. Then our last one would be 181, 12, 31, 254. And then our next subnet would be 181, 12, 32. 0 or 1? How come I didn't remember that? 0. No. Huh? Yeah. No. My last host is wrong. One less. Oh, God. Last host is broadcast -1. 184, 12, 31, 254. What did I do wrong? Is there a space in there somewhere? No, there's not. I get the broadcast right, but the last host wrong. Oh, well, I got a 184 in there, Turbo. This is 181. I think I read that.
You can do this without binary math conversion for everything.
Okay, I believe you, but would you agree that... I guess it doesn't matter. Would you agree that this is like one of the baseline, like lowest level point of learning? That's where I'm best.
Binary math is quick, easy, foolproof. Yay.
Right. And so I can add on, I can move to the next step. I can add on to my learning from here. But as long as I start with like a base level understanding of it, then I know where it comes from. Other than if not, then it's just techniques. Oh, Ari's on. Really? Huh, how about that? It's taking the picture in picture. It's not YouTube specific. All right, gang.
First host would be 181.12.0.1, last would be 0.254 BC equals 255. Next subnet is x.x.32.0.
But you can look at the IP and just see 181.12.23.148. 23 falls into the first subnet, 0 through 31.
Oh, he was? Okay. By the time I got by him, I was not sure.
No. Falls into the first subnet, 0 through 31.
Wise Stone says.
Getting comfortable yet with subnetting?
Yeah, I am. I mean, I'm able to do this process, but like, you know what? No one else can see this.
Symmetric says. But you can look at the IP and just see 181.12.23.148. 23 falls into the first subnet 0 to 31, so your subnet starts at 181.12.0.0 and broadcast is easy. Just 0.255 that bitch. So 181.12.31.255 in this case.
I don't make that connection. I don't see the connection or understand the connection yet about 23 falls into the first subnet 031.
Also the /19 gives you the size.
I don't see it yet. So, I mean, it is what it is. I just have to keep doing it until I see the patterns. And I'm starting to, like anything with a subnet mask.
I really want to get het tennises. Thing.
Fixit says.
Count the bits, 19.
Symmetric says.
He has a brilliant, easy to understand, no BS, no fluff.
All right, I'll have to check them out. But I learn best when I have this like base level understanding.
Hack the Planet says.
Yehet Tanis has the best intro to subnetting. Gotta find his video somewhere.
Symmetric says.
8 bits per octet.
I need somewhere to sit down again in the freaking heat. We can sit over there, but it's.
Fixit says.
I think you think it's supposed to be complicated and it's actually not. People get stuck since they think there's something to understand. Fixit 42 love.
Symmetric says.
So 19 bits puts you in the third octet. The remaining 5 bits of the shit are for hosts.
Thank you. I appreciate you trying. But I just don't fully understand what you guys are what you all are talking about yet. So let me I'll try to find Hatanis' stuff. All right, we're gonna rate Shy Hat. Nori, Zmetrix, Madam Fabulous, DM Nick, Ragano, Fixit, Magitech, Pennant Gamer, Pure, Stiggy Man, Tawny, Whitestone, and Tagora. Thank you all for hanging out.
And then if you multiply your multiplier by the multiplied value of multiple IPs, you'd multiply the available hosts to multiply by.
Fixit says.
The dots in the IP address is just to make it readable in decimal, but it's really more readable in binary. Let's chat and I'll explain less than 3.
Symmetric says.
And the lurkers.
Thank you, Fixit.
Thank you, lurkers.
Of course. Thank you, lurkers. I always want to call them out and thank them, but that's why they're lurking.
Fixit says.
Thanks for stream Fixit 42 love.
Thanks for hanging out with me. If you are in the States, enjoy the remainder of your Friday. If not, and you're later, enjoy your Saturday.
30 rotary dial.
Have a great beginning of your weekend. Thank you.
0.43 here lol.
It's early. And late at the same time.
Hack the Planet says,
B7H30 Haxer.
Fix It says,
Thanks to whoever gift subbed me.
Oh my god, I shouted out the Shy Hat.
Metric says,
Okay, time to go troll shitpost on Ring's social media shit. Equals.
Oh my god, Ring's Ring is just off. Is awful. Ring's social media function was a terrible idea. It is hilarious.
It's hilarious. All the people in LA posting about ice.
And on that note, have a great night, folks. Have a great night.
Yule.
YouTubers, if there's any of you